y'all, and welcome back to day 6 of World Carnivore Month. Whew, I can tell you today was a Monday. I don't know if it was a Monday for y'all, but it was for me. So everything's pretty much back to normal after this holiday rush, right? I'm back at work. I had a lot of calls today. The kids go back to school tomorrow, which will actually be nice because it'll be like everybody's back on their routine. And so I can guarantee that if I had not made that pot roast yesterday, today would have been chaotic and extremely difficult to stay on plan. So if you know that you have kids that go to school regularly, you have to be out the door for work, all of those things, make sure that on the weekends you're setting yourself up for success. You're doing some crock pot meals. You have some grab and go items. I talk a lot about like chomps and Archer Farm sticks and frog fuel protein. Those things that I talk about is because they're easy to grab and go. And if you are prioritizing meat and protein, you're not going to end up as kind of crazily hungry and grabbing things that may not be good for you and throwing you off track. So I was super glad that I had done the pot roast yesterday. It made tonight less chaotic, right? I was able to come in. I was, because I actually ended up having to run up to school and grab a kid and come back home. And I was able to heat up very quickly everybody's dinner, put a couple sides alongside it for the kids, and serve that and sit down and eat a really great nutritious meal that didn't take me but like 10 minutes to reheat. Okay. So these are the kind of things that you want to do to set yourself up for success. So I will definitely be incorporating a lot more crock pot meals in the very near future. It is ridiculously cold in Houston right now. So we always complain, I'm a native Houstonian. We always complain about the heat, right? But on the flip side, every once in a while we have these like polar vortex, crazy Arctic blasts too. And that just happened like yesterday and today. And I know my counterpart friends up in the East Coast would be like, it's not that cold. But we're native Houstonians. It's cold. It's cold to us. So it's 30 degrees. It gets up to maybe 40 in the middle of the day, but at night it's like 30 degrees. And so we're all freezing. And so for me, it's the perfect time to have crock pot meals. It's the perfect time for like a chili, a carnivore chili. It is the perfect time for soups. So you'll definitely be seeing a lot of that content this week on the channel. But one of the things that I was very excited about today was I got in my Elements electrolytes. And I love these electrolytes, y'all. I realize there has been controversy in the carnivore world. I think Element was like very forthcoming about the fact that they had maltodextrin, and people can argue back and forth all about it. Here's the thing. I don't really care. I still drink them. I love them. They don't cause me any problems. If you have a sensitivity or an aversion to maltodextrin or whatever it is that they have in there that's a problem, then absolutely avoid it. I think we need to be our own advocates, right? If you're in the carnivore community, you know that traditionally you're going to eat a different way, right? And you are going to find things that work for you to help rid your body of inflammation. So I encourage you to be an advocate for yourself. But for me, I really love Element. I like it. I also use as an electrolyte supplement the Magna. I love Magna as well. It has 3 different types of magnesium in it. And from somebody like myself who has restless leg, it's a game changer. It's fantastic. I'm going to be sharing a recipe tomorrow with the Magna, the apple flavor, which I love, where I'm going to do like kind of like a hot cider take on it, which is great. But the other thing I was going to tell you is I have questions all the time about how do I start my day and how do I remain consistent. And so I was going to tell you, for me, there's 3 main things that I do every single day. The first thing is I get movement of some sort. So if you've been here for any length of time, you know that I started with the Better Me app. I love it. They have a wall Pilates program. Y'all, when I say that I started small, in August of 2023, their wall Pilates starts at 13 minutes a day. And like, when I tell you, I never went over 20 minutes for like the first month, I'm not exaggerating. I went and started so small, y'all. And the kids would laugh because they'd come through and I'd work out and it'd be like 10, 13 minutes, done. Okay. But those tiny little steps that I took allowed me to be where I am today. Okay. So I enjoy spinning. I really enjoy Alloy and doing strength training there. And all of that started with the Better Me app. And I still leverage the Better Me app when I'm traveling for my job because I travel quite a bit. When I'm up in New York or if I'm in LA and I'm in hotels, I don't have to worry about going down to a workout room that may or may not be properly stocked. I can leverage the Better Me app. So I'll put all that information down in the description for you to leverage as well. And start small, y'all. Get some movement. That's the very first thing that I do in my day. The second thing that I love to do is I'm not huge on supplements. So I'll talk to you about I do drink electrolytes. I love it. I end up with restless leg quite a bit. So it's fantastic for that. But I start my day every day with Early Bird. I love it. I bought it before I even started Carnivore because their slogan is wake up and get stuff done. And I struggled. I'm 43. I've struggled for 42 years of waking up on time. Okay. So I bought it because they were like, hey, it has no nootropics in it. It's got turmeric. It's got all these things to help you get up and get your day started. And so you mix it and you put it by your bed and you can drink it first thing in the morning. I'll be honest with y'all. I don't mix it until the morning, but I mix it and then I take 1 scoop of that in the little shaker that they give you, and I put in 3 scoops of arm wrap. And what I love is that this one is the blood orange mimosa, and this Armra colostrum, this one is the plain one, but I typically do the, they have a blood orange one as well. And when you mix them together, y'all, I thoroughly enjoy it. So I typically enjoy that after my movement. So if I'm going to spinning, if I'm going to Alloy, if I'm doing a Pilates workout with Better Me here at home, I will do that. And then I will enjoy my Early Bird. It is the only thing that I have ever taken that I notice if I don't take it. I was on probiotics and all these kind of things for, months and months and months. And I went off them and never could tell a difference. Y'all, if I go a day without this, I can tell a difference. So I believe in it that much. So I do have an affiliate code with them, but y'all, I buy it myself. I buy my stuff myself. So, and then the last thing that I do after getting movement, after having my Early Bird, is I spend some type of quiet time in prayer. And I love to read the Bible. I've been going through the Bible in a year, and it's taken me 2 years to do it. The Lord knows my heart. So I'm just telling you, getting movement, recentering yourself through prayer and through reading the Bible. There's just no substitution for it. So if you're not religious and you don't pray and you don't read the Bible, then you might turn to a self-help or something. But I would encourage you to get in some Bible time, get in some Jesus time, drink your Early Bird, and get some movement, y'all. You will see multiple gains in how you're eating and the things that you're putting in to fuel your body with your performance. Okay. So it does make a big difference. So I tell you that because those 3 things changed my life starting in August of 2023 when I coupled it with eating carnivore, which I've been doing for the previous year. It took my results to the next level. When I had lost 40 pounds, it's what took me from 40 to 90. That's what it was having those consistent disciplines. So I share that with you today because we are a week into Carnivore Month. So if it's too overwhelming for you to get movement right now or to do some type of formalized 13-minute Pilates program, that's okay. Maybe it's just walking 10 minutes around your neighborhood after dinner so that your food settles better. Whatever it is that helps you, start small and celebrate every single win. Okay. So the other thing that I did today was this morning, I made some sausage cheese bites that were traditional cheddar and Jimmy Dean because the kids snarfed down my bagel bites yesterday that I shared with y'all. I did a little bit of a remix where I took out the cream cheese on this version, and I'm going to share that with you now. But I would love for y'all to go follow me over on Instagram at ashley.calkin. I would love to hear from y'all. Feel free to hit me up in the DMs over there. You can send me comments on here. I'm happy to respond to them and answer any questions that I can. And yeah, we're a weekend, y'all. So, you will be shocked at the changes that you will see and you will feel on day 30. So, well, I should say day 31 because it's January. So enjoy, y'all.
All right, y'all, here is an updated sausage cheese ball recipe that doesn't have the cream cheese and a little bit of different spices in there too to kind of kick it up a notch. So the first thing you know I'm going to do is I'm going to grate my Tillamook cheese fresh. I'm going to put a full cup in there. You can notice this is a little bit of a heaping cup, but it's worth it. Same with that pork panko. We're going to go ahead and put in a full cup, pack that down to make sure it is a full cup. We're going to go in with some garlic powder here. It's going to end up being about a tablespoon. The same with the paprika. I ended up with about a tablespoon of paprika. And then, y'all, I took the lid off this dried minced garlic and we went in there pretty heavy-handed. I'd say it was almost a quarter of a cup. I'm going to go in pretty heavy with some parsley too, probably about a tablespoon or close to, and then some salt. I would say at least a full teaspoon of the Redmond salt, a full pound of the Jimmy Dean maple. It does have like 2 carbs in it. It's never affected me, but you could use regular Jimmy Dean sausage if you feel more comfortable. We're going to go in with a half a cup of Parmesan here. You can tell my little helper, my son came in to help me because I already had my gloves on. And then I'm just going to start working this all together. And you'll notice that I do kind of like this twisting motion in and out with my hands. And then my assistant once again came in because I had forgotten the egg. And I love the showmanship here, so I had to show you all of that. We're going to continue to work that egg completely in. You really want all these flavors distributed. I always think that it's important to show the full process here. So, I kind of half this mixture and then I half it again and I half it again and I half it again. And this gives you just really consistent portions. It helps you, especially when you're a beginner, trying to get consistent size on your sausage balls because you want them all to cook at relatively the same time. If you have them very uneven, then you're going to have some that are going to be underdone and some that are going to be burned to a crisp. And you never really want that. So practice makes perfect. I would suggest making these all the time. I'm going to continue working the dough. I say dough, carnivore dough, and we're going to end up with actually between 32 to 33 sausage balls every time. This time it was 33. And then I sped this up so that you could see. I just think it's just art and movement, being able to see all the beautiful sausage cheese balls as they came off the pans. This was 20 minutes, 375 convection in my oven, or 400 if you don't have a convection oven. And these are delicious. They are ready to go. And even though they had just come out of the oven, I just could not wait to try them. What a great update on an old recipe. It is nice to try it without having to have the cream cheese and work that in as well. So, y'all, they were delicious. Let me know if you make them in the comments. Enjoy, y'all.